Hi, welcome to the Wesley Orthodontics YouTube channel. My name is Brittany. I'm one of Dr. Wesley's chairside assistants, and today we're going to be giving you the same presentation all of our new patients get when they receive braces. We call this presentation our OH presentation, which stands for oral hygiene. This is going to cover brushing, flossing, how to deal with pokes, irritation, all your basic care needs you need to know when getting braces. First thing I want to cover with you is do's and don'ts with food. In our office, the rules are nothing sticky, gummy, chewy, or hard. Sticky, gummy, chewy things are going to be caramels, toffees, taffies, fruit snacks, any of that really gunky, gooey stuff you already feel like get caught in the grooves of your teeth. That stuff's going to get caught in the inner workings of your braces. It's going to be hard to brush out, put you at higher risk of cavities and white spots. So those are things you definitely want to avoid. Hard things are going to be like your hard candies, cough drops, unpopped popcorn kernels, suckers. Braces are designed to come off with what we call a shear force. All those kind of really hard foods have a tendency to get lined just the right way on the bracket. The wrong force from your jaw is going to be strong enough to pop a brace off. With that said, that also comes to mind things you have to be careful of, cautious on how many potato chips you're eating at a time, going with a softer chip versus a corn chip, carefully what you're tearing into, your pizza crust, your bagels, anything like that. You want to rip, tear apart, throw in the back of your mouth. Use that wide surface of your molars to chew on. You don't want to be tearing, twerking on the wire, applying that shear force pressure to your brace to pop it off. That also would mean no biting into corn on the cob. You have to take it off the cob. Ribs, take off the bone. Apples, cut up into small pieces. Most of your raw fruits and vegetables you're going to find are easier consumed when they're cut up into small pieces. With that said, accidents happen. Biggest thing in our office is just call us. If a brace comes off, it's not a big deal. You're not in trouble as long as you're calling us. When Dr. Wesley or one of our other assistants ask you what happened, just be honest, let us know what's going on, and we'll make sure it doesn't happen for you again. Next thing I want to cover for you is the OH part, the oral hygiene, brushing, flossing, taking care of your teeth. We take the health of your teeth very seriously here at Wesley Orthodontics, so I want to give you all the proper techniques to make sure that you're properly brushing and flossing. With that said, we do monitor your brushing and flossing throughout your treatment. If we notice anything we're concerned with, we're going to put what we call a POH in your chart. That stands for poor oral hygiene. After a couple ratings of those, we will end up sending a letter to your dentist, letting them know that we're concerned about your oral health, and we will formulate and work together to make sure you get the best results you can. But I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to show you how to properly brush and floss right now. All right, first thing you need to know is brushing. This model here has both our ceramic and our metal brackets that we offer here in the office. For any more information on that, just give us a call. We can let you know. What I want you to know for today, though, is how to brush. What you want to do is take your toothbrush. You want to do everything you've been taught to do. You want to do circles in the front of your teeth. You also want to get the biting surfaces of your teeth and the backs of your teeth. That's everything you've been doing. But what you're going to add to that, which means yes, brushing with braces does take a little longer, is actually taking your toothbrush bristles and getting up underneath the wire, massaging up to the gum tissue, and then also doing the same thing underneath the wire. If you take a toothbrush bristle and push on it, it just splays out. You actually have to wrap it up around a bracket to get everything scrubbed out in and around in between there. Now we know that's difficult and we know that's hard, so we also provide for you in our kit a proxy brush. You can get these in the store. They come in a wide range of sizes, and you can determine reading the back of the package what works best for you. We just give you the in-between generic size, but how you use this is any area in between your braces, spaces that you feel, or we point out to you that you're not getting well with your toothbrush, you want to get the proxy brush in. The best way to get it is to just kind of put it at the base of wherever you want to get it in, and then I want you to go ahead and twist to get in there, and then twist again to get out. If you're missing our most commonly missed areas, canine to canine and the gum tissue level, you can actually bend your proxy brush and actually scrub up around there. So this is a little tool. It works just like a toothbrush. They're reusable, and again, you can buy them in big bags at the store. With that said too, if you've brushed, you've used your little proxy brush, you're using mouth rinse, you still have something stuck in your teeth, we don't want you to use your tongue or your finger. I know that's your body's natural instinct, but again, you're always having to be cautious about that shear force. So what we also provide for you is these little soft picks. They're little soft, flexible toothpicks. You just break one off. And then anywhere you've got food stuck, you can stick this in. And again, these are really soft. You can actually break this just like that. So it's going to break before you wire your braces. That's why it's a good option we recommend with something stuck. Of course, the best way to get something stuck out of your teeth is to floss. So I'm also going to show you how to do that. To floss, you need to use this little device here. It's called a floss threader. You can pair this with any floss you've determined you like best at home. We give you a little sample of a floss. You actually get a whole little thing, perfect for carrying to work, to school, wherever you're traveling, so you have it on you. What you want to do is take the floss, get the end of it here. You want to take your floss, thread it through the loop, kind of leave a small end out. I'm not the best with my hand-eye coordination when it comes to flossing, so I like to pull my little end and kind of pinch it in between my pinky finger like so I don't lose it. And then how you want to do this is you're going to take the floss threader, you are going to weave it up underneath your wire. You can go up towards the lip like I did on this model or down towards your teeth, doesn't matter. You want to slide that straight through till your little end comes out. And then you will take your floss, make sure you got this in here right. You want to go up to that V point in your gum tissue. Then you want to do a C curve to one tooth, wrap around, do a C curve to the other tooth, and then you're going to pull your floss straight out. You don't want to pull down towards the wire, always straight out, because again, too much pressure on the wire can pop a brace off. Then you would have to weave your floss through the floss threader again, go through the next one. Anywhere there is wire in between your space in your teeth, that's when you need to use the floss threader. Sometimes we leave a couple back ones without brackets, so those you can floss traditionally. With that said, obviously you can tell just from that short presentation of it, flossing with floss threaders in braces is very time consuming. Floss threading is the technique that we provide for you here at Wesley Orthodontics, but there are other options out there. Dr. Wesley doesn't care what kind of option, toothbrush-wise or flossing you use, as long as you're going to do it. Other flossing options out there though, there's Super Floss. It's going to be the same principle as a floss threader, but the little floss threader is actually attached to the floss. Waterpik makes a wide variety of options, from their water flossers all the way down to something called a power flosser. That is something we carry here for you in the office if it's something you determine you need to use because brushing isn't going as well as you hoped. With that said, we're trying to provide you with everything we can to make sure you have perfect oral health throughout treatment. If we're worried about brushing and flossing, if you have a child inpatient in treatment and you're worried about the way they're brushing and flossing, it's not meeting your standards. We also provide in this office something called MI paste. MI paste is a calcium fortifying paste. What you would do to use this is actually to squeeze a pea-sized amount on your finger. You want to take it and actually rub it along that top gum line on your top teeth, possibly use another pea-size depending on how much you feel you need to use. Go along the bottom of the other teeth, kind of rub your tongue over your teeth, get it all nice and mixed around. Go straight to bed. We always recommend doing it before bed. It gives the MI paste the longest time to work. Great thing about it is it doesn't have fluoride on it, so you don't have to worry about spitting it out. You don't have to worry about how long it's on there. It's just a really good backup tool to make sure your teeth are staying nice and healthy. And if we do see any white spots starting, this stuff has been proven to reverse the effects of those white spots and correct them for you. So all this stuff is just going to make sure that your brushing and flossing is the best it can be. With the brushing and the eating, I told you a couple things you could do to knock a brace off. What a brace off would appear is you see all your braces on this little guy are nice and lock solid, so you're not going to actually see a loose brace, and you won't see a loose brace when you leave the office. But what you'll check for either in the morning or at night, at least once a day when you're brushing your teeth, is if the brace slides up and down the wire. It'll move up and down, it'll wiggle. Now your teeth are going to have some wiggle to them because they're moving, but what we're making sure it doesn't happen is that your brace is sliding around on the wire. If that happens, that's when you need to call our office, contact us, let us know you have a brace off. That's going to be a new appointment we have to schedule or a new setup for you. So we always ask, even if you're on your way from a business meeting or school and you know you have a brace off and you're on the road, see if you have a passenger with you that can call us and say, hey, so-and-so's and at a such and such appointment today, will you they have a brace off, will you please document that for us? Then we can get it taken care of for you. With that said, taking care of your braces, making sure braces don't come off are a major part of your own responsibility when you're our orthodontic patient. So with that said, we have a 3 for free program that we follow here at Wesley Orthodontics. What that means is you can have 3 braces come off. accidents, we know things happen, we're not going to charge you. Any brace that comes off after that, it's $20 a piece to put a brace back on. This is more to make sure you realize the importance. If your braces are coming off, your treatment's going to slow down. Dr. Wesley's not going to be able to give you the best results possible if you're not working with us. So that's why that's initiated there. Just keep that in mind. Biggest thing, please call us if you have a brace off. You're not in trouble. It's not a big deal as long as it's not happening every appointment. So keep that in mind. Last thing, probably the thing you guys have all stayed tuned for, is to hear what you can do with picks, pokes, irritation, basic discomfort with braces. Braces cause what we call like a bruised or a sore feeling because all the little ligaments in between your teeth are achy, sore because your teeth are moving, which is something they're not used to. Dr. Wesley generally recommends an anti-inflammatory or anything you would take for a good migraine or a headache. It's going to kind of help soothe those gum tissues, alleviate some of that irritation. That irritation is increased by chewing, biting force, so we do recommend starting with softer foods. It's not that the only thing you can have with braces is mashed potatoes and smoothies. It's just that usually the first 3 or 4 days your teeth are very sensitive because this is such a new experience that those softer foods kind of make an easier transition for you. So that's the recommendation we have for you there. That's kind of general pain. You can't really tell probably too much until you have these little guys in your mouth, but they are pretty sharp, pokey. They can irritate, rub some canker sores, sore mouth marks in your teeth, gum area. So what we have for you for that is wax. Wax can go on any picky, pokey, sharp part of your brace. Now the last brace we have in your mouth is a tube-shaped brace, so the wire can slide and flex as it moves your teeth. Generally speaking, if you have a lot of spaces, we're going to close those. That wire will shoot out the back and cause a wire poke. Wire pokes can easily be taken care of by any of our office staff. You just have to call and let us know. It's like a 2-second time span. We can get it fixed. But if you can't get to us, we understand schedules are busy. Wax is going to take care of any of these pokey things until you can come see us. To use wax, it comes in all these nice little strips, but all you want is just a small brace-sized piece for whatever picking, poking, bothering you. I've always found that if you play with it more, it's very hard to start with. So when you mess around with it in your fingers, make it soft, it's going to be easier to get a nice thin coat on your brace, which is what you want. Once you kind of get that thin coat, I kind of roll it into a brace-sized ball, about like that. And then what you're going to do is find wherever's picking, poking, bothering you. Take your wax, kind of press it on the brace, and then gently press around the edges until you get it nice and secure. Now you can see, hopefully see here, you just want a nice thin layer. If you put one of these long strips and like, oh, this will work, I'll just put it right across here, that's going to be a lot of wax. That's just going to flake right off. You just want a thin layer. This is harder to pick off, which means when you're eating, talking, your mouth, your tongue isn't going to pull it off thinking it's a piece of food. So less is more with wax. Wax we can provide for you here in the office. Ours is non-flavored, so if you do happen to forget about it and eat it, it won't hurt your stomach, but it does taste very horrible. But you can get any of your pharmacy, sometimes your local supermarkets will carry orthodontic wax. Any kind of wax you want to use is fine. Last thing we carry for you in your kit to deal with all this pain and pokes is a sore mouth rinse. What this is for, it's going to help alleviate the pain. If you've taken pain medication, it's not helping. If you do get a canker sore or a cut mark, it's going to kind of put a nice coating over it to heal. Directions for this, we always say only use half of a package just because it's a lot. It's a little syrupy. It's got a kind of a yucky taste, so you can add water if you want, but you swish with it for a full minute. Spit as much as you can of it out, and then you don't eat or drink anything for about an hour. That's going to allow the medication to seep down into those ligaments I was talking about that are agitated from your teeth moving, kind of soothe that. And it'll also put a nice thin film over any kind of cut marks, scrape marks that have happened. You can also check out our Pinterest page. We have an orthodontic pain page there. Dr. Wesley does recommend for any canker sores Xylactin. He says he found it works the best, so you can use that. Looking at what I've got left here, that is all we have. This is all we present to you. It all comes in this nice little kit. You also get a business card with all of our contact information, so you can call us when you have this kit with you or program our phone number into your phone. Also in your kit comes this little pamphlet. It's got pictured details of everything I talked to you about today. It also has coupons for the particular ones that come in your kit, so it's handy to have so when you go to the store you know what you're looking for. And then we also give you our During orthodontic treatment, welcome to the World of Braces page. This talks about everything in more in-depth detail: brushing, how many times we want you to brush, how many times we want you to floss, what kind of issues or things to look at when you're brushing or flossing. It deals with eating things, gives you a small list, general regulation. Biggest thing is just use your common sense. Also, a little more tips and tricks for irritation. Biggest reminder, call us. We're just a phone call away. We have our office's staff. We're checking our answering machine consistently to help you out. So just call us if there's any problems. And then the back is just some more key tips and tricks to make sure that you have the best orthodontic success. Hopefully I answered all your questions, kind of gave you a good idea what to expect when you get braces, what goes into taking care of them. If you do have any other questions, call our office. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. Thank you for watching this video. Look for more videos to come. If you have any suggestions, you can send us a message on Facebook, call the office and let somebody know, hey, it would be great if you guys had a video on this. Anything we can do to help you out here at Wesley Orthodontics, that's what we want to do. Again, thank you for tuning in. You have a great day. Thanks. Bye.